Hey guys, this is CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. This is kind of my ultimate uh, braised chicken treatment. So I've got like four leg quarters, and they're kind of like propped against each other, and that's fine. I'll shuffle them around during the cooking time. They'll go into an oven, 400 for about an hour. But this is crystal hot sauce and um, what else did I use? I used the crystal hot sauce, and then I used some yum yum sauce. Used a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette reduction, garlic, little bit of relish, and then some black pepper because I really love a good black pepper. Stirred all that together in, so it's about 2 cups of that basically, and I poured over this, and then it's going to go into the oven, and it's going to braise, like I said, at 400. I'm estimating at about an hour, and then of course when it's done, we'll do a uh, I'll continue the video there. So awesome. I'm just going to pause the video and we'll see. And folks, while I'm waiting on the chicken, I went ahead and I did a little touch up. So the uh, shoreline of this water, this lake, it's still in the process of being formed over here. So I don't think that's the finished, but I wanted to do a little bit of a water surface so I could play around with some reflection of some of these colors in the water. Right now, uh, the definition is not quite there. As a matter of fact, it looks like a little bit of a geode with trees and things growing out of it. But no, what I'm going to do now that I've got this here that we're working on, what I need to do is I need to let this dry so that I'll need to know from there, from the dried, where I can go in and put, a little bit of ripple effect into this pond or lake or stream or water, whatever it is, uh, you know. And then, of course, we're going to build around it, But anytime you do a little water or any sort of reflective surface, even a glass or whatever, you kind of want to experiment with a reflection. And with water, it's very forgiving because the reflection does not have to be an exact echo because water is not still. Water, even still water, uh, will have, you know, uh, breaks along the surface, that, the reflection will be similar but different. Uh, and so, what's going to really work on this, I've got to let this dry, and then I've got to take the occasional touch of this red orange and kind of very subtly place it because the reflection here is just a touch vibrant than the actual trees that we're working with. And then, of course, we'll get around to finding out what this. And like I said, whenever I work with paint, paints and brushes and everything, I get paint everywhere. So if you see my fingers and my hands and stuff, so my hands are like just stained for hours at a time. As a matter of fact, I'm actually about to go do some uh, uh, cleaning. This will clean well unless it actually dries. Then you actually have to use like some paint thinner or something like that, some sort of oil that will break apart uh, the acrylic, because it's almost like a latex, So um, yeah, and then of course where I went in the other day and I put a few more splotches of white in certain areas to kind of like give this whole like prismy effect in the atmosphere. Uh, that's really working. I'm happy for that. Okay, so this is where we are for now. Then I'm gonna pause the video. I've still got dinner working, so that's primarily what this is about. But then as that chicken was in the oven, I wanted to come over and touch on this for a bit because, why not, right? So what I have here is this pan of chicken halfway through the cooking. What I'm going to do is kind of resituate some of the chicken so that it gets even exposure to the heat and the moisture, provided maybe just a little bit of a basting or whatever. And yeah, you know, uh, but it's cool. We're about at the halfway mark on this. I'm so excited. Okay, and then as you can see, the only thing I really did was lifted some of the pieces that were under the chicken before, kind of like change. Basically, you get to the leg and you kind of like you kind of get that exposed. It doesn't have to be a complete disturbance of the pan, but so now this is ready to go back into the oven. I think what I'll probably do is take just out of my granulated, my chopped garlic, I should say. I'll put a little bit more chopped garlic upon this one piece, uh, and then put it back into the oven. And yeah, we're good to go here, man. I'm loving this. Okay, so I'm still here, and I've done some more work on the painting. When I'm in the mood to paint, I paint, and of course I've got my dinner cooking and everything. So, well, I want to reflect on this a little bit. I just want to sit and look at it and stare. Uh, I put some more. I kind of gave a little bit of a rise, maybe to this embankment or whatever, by the water, because I kind of want this to be kind of like maybe like the edge of a lake or something, or you know, uh, the edge of a bend in a river, whatever it is. I don't want it to be like, I don't want the water to be like super uh, expansive on this canvas. I want to keep that simple. Of course, I will have to go in and put a couple of ripples in later on, but that's going to be accomplished after the paint is completely dry. And then for the clay for this raised embankment, uh, large like amounts of paint in various different tones. But I'm at this point that this has got to sit and dry completely before I keep working with this so that I can build some ground behind this embankment, kind of, uh, grassiness over here, maybe some wildflowers or something, and then maybe something in the background or whatever. This is going to be a nice little bit of scenery. That's what I'm trying to work on here. So, yeah, that's where we are. And I'm about maybe 15 minutes away from dinner being ready. But also, it's going to be break before I continue with this painting because I've got to get out to get some more supplies, some brushes, and everything. Hopefully, um, yeah, maybe I can work around to some, you know, better paints or whatever. This is this brand that I'm working with, this Artist Lofts paint. Uh, by nature, it's a very translucent paint, and I want something that I can work with that can be a bit more opaque. And the darker colors, if I pile them on top of each other, yes, I can get the coverage that I want. And it just so happens that this texture here works with clay on the shore of a lake or something like that, but wouldn't necessarily work for everything, you know. So, and then of course, the level of detail that I put into each portion of this painting kind of will give us an idea of perspective, how how the more definition uh, will be the more that's in the distance. Here, the definitions, your focus is going to be probably on this bit of reflective water. And it's basically just going to be a decorative piece. There's going to be not really any particular socio ecological message to this. It's just something that I want to do, uh, you know, because I think it's fun and relaxing. So, yeah. I'm going to pause this. We'll get back to the dinner in just a moment. Hi there. Aha. So, yes, check this out. 4 leg quarters and covered in garlic and herbs and everything. And this is what we want. Now, I am just now about to turn the oven off, and then I'm going to let this sit in the oven in the heat just to get a little of the moisture in the bottom of this braised pan thickened up a little bit. And it won't take that long. I'm going to take maybe a short walk, uh, and then by the time I come back, it'll be time to eat. Yay me. Okay, until then, I'm going to end this video here. We'll come back, and when I do eat the video, or not eat the video, when I eat the chicken, I'll do a video of me eating it so I can show you how scrumptious it looks on a plate and how delicious it will be going into my mouth. Love and light. Bye.